Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, chapter 13, the stealing of the boys and cows by Brahma. Text 14, please repeat. Iti uktva adri idari kunja khavareshu atma vatsakan vichinvan bhagavan sa Krishna sapani kavalaha yayo ityuktha dhari kunja khavareshatma vatsakan vichinvan bhagavan Krishna sapani kavalo yayo ityuktva dhari kunja kahpareshatma vatsakan vichinvan bhagavan Krishna sapani kavalo yayo ityuktva dhari kunja kahpareshatma vatsakan vichinvan bhagavan Krishna sapani kavalo yayo. Ityuktva dhari kunja vichinvan bhagavan Krishna sapani kavalo yayo. Ityuktva dhari kunja kahpareshatma vichinvan bhagavan Krishna sapani kavalo. Mataji. Ityuktva dhari kunja kahpareshatma vatsakan vichinvan bhagavan Krishna iti uktva. Saying this, let me bring your cows personally. Adri dhari kunja kahavareshu. Everywhere in the mountains, the mountain caves, the bushes and narrow places. Atmavatsakan, the cows belonging to his own personal friends. Vichinvan, searching out. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna, Lord Krishna. Sapani Kavalaha, carrying his yogurt and rice in his hand. Yaya started out. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. Translation: Let me go and search for the cows. Krishna said, do not disturb your enjoyment. Then, carrying his yogurt and rice in his hand, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna immediately went out to search the cows of his friends. To please his friends, he began searching in all mountains, mountain caves, bushes, and narrow passages. Purport: The Vedas, Svetashvatra Upanishad 6.8, assert that the Supreme Personality of Godhead has nothing to do personally. Natasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. Because he is doing everything through his energies and potencies. Parasya Shakti vividaiva shruyate. Nonetheless, here we see that he took personal care to find the cows of his friends. This was Krishna's causeless mercy. Maya takshena prakriti suyate sacharacharam. Bhagavad Gita 9:10. All the affairs of the entire world and entire cosmic manifestation are working under his direction through his different energies. Still, when there is a need to take care of his friends, he does this personally. Krishna assured his friends, don't be afraid. I'm going personally to search for your cows. This was Krishna's causeless mercy. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Pureshthaya Kavikasa Swami. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshthaya Pureshthaya Bhaktivedanta Swami. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Charini Nirvisheshana Bhakti. Ya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Ityuktva dhritari kunja hachpresha atma vatsakan vichinvan Bhagavan Krishna sapani khavaloya. Translation: Let me go and search for the cows. Krishna said, do not disturb your enjoyment. Then, carrying his yogurt and rice in his hand, the personality of Godhead Krishna immediately went out to search for the cows of his friends. To please his friends, he began searching in all mountains, mountain caves, bushes, and narrow passages. Hare Krishna. So we are continuing to hear another wonderful verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. This chapter is describing how Lord Brahma bewildered and trying to test whether Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead or who is he. But we hear the previous verses, last 2-3 verses, there's a lot of description of how Krishna and his friends, all the cowherd boys, they were planning to go for a picnic in the forest, and they made all arrangement, and then they carry the lunch boxes, and they came and they find the place and they just sat, and then now suddenly all the cows were went away from them, and they were all little worried. And then Krishna saying here, let me go and search for the cows, so don't disturb your enjoyment. So you just continue your picnic, and then I will take care of finding the cows. So here we see that Srila Prabhupada in the purport is saying that this was his causeless mercy. 2 times he mentions. So actually Everything, even here in this material world, uh, whatever is happening is by Krishna's mercy. Exactly what Prabhupada is quoting here. Although Krishna has nothing to do, tasya karyam karanam cha vidyate. So many times Prabhupada quotes this verse from Svetasvatara Upanishad. Because he does everything through his potencies. He has unlimited potencies. So he doesn't have to do anything personally, but still he does so many things. And everything is just his causeless mercy. Generally, we think when you say that mercy, grace, blessings, all these things, like something when we gain or something when we become happy, which makes us happy, that is mercy, that is blessings. But actually, everything, even though Krishna himself described this material world as a dukkhalayam ashasvatam, which is full of suffering and temporary, but still, even this place by Krishna's mercy is created, because we are so tiny living entity. We wanted to be separated from Krishna, but we have no power to create any place. We have no power to make any arrangement for our living. We are completely dependent on Krishna. So even creating this material world, that itself is Krishna's mercy. And after creating, he makes sure that it is completely perfect, this material world. All the needs of the living entity is fulfilled here actually. Om Purnam Adha Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avasashyate is complete, this material world. For the jiva to understand his constitutional position and Krishna's position and understand the relationship between him and Krishna and make his life perfect and go back home, back to Godhead. All the facilities are given here. Whatever is necessary for that is given for every living entity, particularly for the human body. This facility is completely fulfilled. So, is out of Krishna's causeless mercy. He doesn't have to do. When we want to be separated, he can just let us, okay, you do. Here you can't. This is spiritual world. Here I am the only enjoyer. He can just ignore you. He can just kick you out. Where you will go? There is nothing. Unless he creates something, there is no place. Exactly like a small children, sometimes they get upset. They ask something to father and father say no. And then they get upset. They don't want to eat. They don't want to cooperate anything with parents. And they just want to be, away from parents. And then what do? And you want to, playfully make your own house. You want to have your own vehicle. You want to have everything your own. But you have no power to do anything. You don't have anything to, create anything. You have no intelligence, you have no power, nothing you have. So, because he is so small, then father has to give some cardboard box, which, they purchase some refrigerator or some TV, some big box, and then he keeps that as a house, and then he takes some wheel, something, he thinks this is my vehicle, he drives. This is, even these things, everything from his father. He is completely absorbed that this is my house when he is playing. I remember when I was small, in the villages, we also used to play like that. So, cooking, everything with some small, playful pots are there and some things are there. You keep. So, completely you are absorbed while playing. This is exactly what we are doing here. We are completely absorbed. Uh, we are like children, completely ignorant. We do not know. But when heavy rain, some thunder, some, evening time, night comes, then you have to take shelter of parents. There's no other way. So similarly, Krishna to teach us nature of this material, what is the nature of this material, what is our position. There is Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi, Adi Davika, Adi Atmika, Adi Bhaudika Kleshas. Like that, there's so many things. Big war is going on around the world all the time. There is so many different other calamities are happening. So we can understand, this world is full of suffering. We can get out of this, like child is playing situation. We can really understand that Krishna is there. He is waiting for us. Come out of this play. So that is also is Krishna's mercy. When something we lose, that is also Krishna's mercy. Srila Prabhupada, so many times he taught us that, when Krishna is showing his special mercy to someone, he takes away everything. He goes from Bhagavatam, the shloka that, Isyaham anugrahanami, rishet dhanam shanai. Slowly, he takes away everything. So, yesterday I was hearing a lecture, Srimad Bhagavatam lecture. After the lecture, question answer time, one devotee asked Prabhupada, now I am with the Devotees Association, chanting Hare Krishna, doing here and there some service, but I have no interest. I'm not really desired to do, but I don't have anything else to do also. So I'm just here. What is my position? Is exactly many of us may relate to that. So, what is my position? I'm not really, interested to do it, but I don't have anything. Srila Prabhupada immediately is Krishna's causeless mercy. Because he already taken away everything, all your friends, all your relatives, all your so-called wealth, everything. So you don't have anything else to do. So Krishna given this situation so that you be with devotees, even though you are not interested, just by being with devotees, just by chanting holy name, by taking Krishna Prasadam, one day you will develop the taste. One day you will be interested in this. So Krishna's causeless mercy, he put you in this situation. This is nothing else. So like that, whatever is happening in this material world, devotees is as when they get some disease, some, suffering is happening. Devotees, they say, it's Krishna's mercy. He is purifying me. I am getting out of my karma, karmic reaction. It's not that, Krishna wants to put us in the condition where we suffer, we are not happy. It's not Krishna's desire at all. In fact, it proves that so many different ways Krishna is trying to take us back home, back to Godhead. Like teaching Bhagavad Gita, giving all these Vedas, taking so many avatars, sending his so many pure devotees to this material world, performing so many different pastimes. All these things, everything is What purpose? To attack the conditioned souls. So, if he really wishing us to suffer, to see us unhappy, why he has to do all these things? So, definitely Krishna is not, desiring. As generally people think that, when they go through some suffering, some difficult situation, they think that, oh, Krishna is not really merciful person. Huh? No, Krishna always is, he's all merciful. Therefore, he gave us this to teach us, like a government. Build the prison house, bring the criminals there, and what they do? Still they take care. But some conditions are there. You can't just freely go out, do anything. You have to be within these four walls. You have to eat what they give. You can't just order whatever you want. You can't get online order. Swiggy people can't deliver you there. There is restriction. Why? Once you come under the restriction, you will understand, yes, government really takes care of me. It's not that he puts me in completely in hunger, that, I die out of hunger. No, they feed you every day, but restricted food. They give you cloth. It's not that you are naked around in the prison house. They give you cloth, but you can't just wear it, whatever you want. Whatever they give, that cloth, uniform is there. So everything, government is taken care. Even though you are criminal, still government is, wanted to help you to become a normal person like any other citizen out of prison. So same thing, Krishna is so kind, he is so merciful. He wants to make us to understand our position. So that is his causeless mercy. So we can see out of his causeless mercy, not only like us, we may say we are not, some great sinful person, but whatever. He said, because of our karmic reaction, we are in this material body. But we see sometimes some of the living entities, they are in the body of demons. They are very sinful personalities. They are acting very sinfully. And then, they become very much disturbing the society, very much, especially they become against Krishna. They wants to be Krishna's enemy. They want to kill Krishna. They approach Krishna. Still, for them also Krishna gives mercy. There are so many asuras killed by Krishna, particularly now in Bhagavatam, this 10th canto, we see right from Putana, already several demons were killed. Just before this chapter, we saw that Aghasura was killed, and he got, Sarupya Mukti. And Putana got the position of his mother, Krishna's mother's position. So similarly, there are so many other demons. They all got Krishna's causeless mercy. And when he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he gives his causeless mercy to Jagai Madai, particularly Nityananda Prabhu, is so merciful. Even though they hurt him and his head was bleeding, but still Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to punish them because he doesn't like that his devotees are, in trouble. So whoever is giving trouble to his devotees, Krishna wants to punish them. But Nityananda Prabhu is so merciful, and he just, reminded to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that you are not here to kill them. Srila Prabhupada explained, because we are already dead. We are all in this Kali Yuga, we are already dead people here. What is, where is the meaning of killing them again? So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, instead of killing the person, he kills the sinful the tendency. So in that way, Krishna is really showing all the time he's so merciful. And what to speak of his devotees, like here, the Gopas, who are very close associates. He is playing with them, eating with them. He just all the time he likes to be with them. Even in the night time, apparently he goes to sleep, but he all day, all night he thinks, when the sun will rise, when I will wake up, when I will go with my friends to play. So all the time he is thinking of them. And now we can see that, he can just send any Gopa, just go and see, find out where are the cows. He doesn't have to go, because everyone is so eager to see Krishna, be with Krishna. And definitely, he asks someone, they will not object, they will be very happy to do for Krishna. But Krishna, he personally himself wants to do for his devotees. He doesn't want to his devotees, his friends, to be disturbed. So this is amazing. So Lord is, he's Bhaktavatsala. Again, yesterday's lecture, I was hearing Prabhupada says about Mother Yashoda. I just read two lines. Lord's name is Bhaktavatsala. He can offer his Bhakta any position more than himself, just like Mother Yashoda. She is Bhakta, and Lord has given her position for punishing him. Mother Yashoda is threatening Krishna that Krishna, you are very naughty. Now I shall bind you. So Krishna, out of afraid, was crying. So Krishna has given this position to the Bhakta, that you chastise me, I will accept it. This is Bhakta's position. This is Krishna's causeless mercy. He can do that. So, who can do here in this material world this, allow someone to go beyond his position, more than him? Just few days back, I was telling to one devotee that, which I heard from another devotee, that one devotee, I don't know whether you can say him a devotee, because you may say, because he got initiated by one of our ISKCON guru, but his behavior is so bad that he was so much attached to his house, his, has some land and some property. He did not want to allow his own son to live in that house and use that property. He was in foreign country for many years working, and then he came back, and now he is so attached to all his property. His own son, who is married and have 3 kids, and he kicked all family out of his property, and they have no house to live. They have no place. They have no other shelter. And his son doesn't have any other job. He was just taking care of that land, and now he kicked out. I just went 2 weeks back to that place for the program, and then that family came for the program, and another devotee told this is what's happening with this family. So I was shocked to hear. This is between father and son is happening. And what to speak of somebody else, you allow become more than you. In this material world, there's no way. Everyone so envious each other. Everyone is so selfish. There's no way anyone can allow you to go more than his position. You can see these politicians, what they are doing, my God, they're ready to do any kind of sinful activity to get their position. They are ready, so bad they are. Like, I don't know, most of you heard last week is all the news everywhere in Tamil Nadu, mostly even all India, everywhere. The news was there that more than 50 people are died out of this drinking some illegal liquor in one of the city here in Tamil Nadu. So that incident, obviously the local politicians very well aware of it, police department very well aware of it. Without their knowledge is not at all is going to happen these things, because minimum 200 persons per day they were drinking from that place. The strategy says minimum 200 people per day. Means you imagine, it's not that every 1 hour or 2 hours somebody comes, hiding somewhere and taking little liquor and go away. If that way, if it's happening, you may say that, we couldn't find. No, 200 people means, imagine, in 24 hours, 200 people means per hour minimum 10 people going and drinking there. That means is full of traffic must be that street. And that too is very close to the police station, that place. They were selling this liquor. And definitely the politicians are involved, definitely police department is also aware of it. But why? Why is allowed? Simply because of money. They need money to get their vote so they can occupy their post. Not only the politicians, everyone else, all the different business people, all the different, these scientists, all these so-called, this education department people, everyone is just exploiting others, cheating others. No one is really thinking of others' welfare. But Krishna is completely, even though his position is supreme to everyone, he is supreme to everyone, to Lord Brahma, to Shiva, to everyone, he is supreme. Ekale Ishvara Krishna, our Sabhabrit. Everyone else is subordinate. But still, he is so merciful. So he is so merciful, he gives position superior to him, to his devotees, like Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Maharaj asking Krishna to bring his padukas, Krishna carrying on his head his padukas. Here you ask somebody to bring your shoes, they won't even touch with hand, they will push you maximum with their feet to bring it to you. So Krishna becomes chariot driver to his devotee, to Arjun. He becomes very happy when you call him Partha Sarathi. So Krishna is really merciful, and even sometimes we can experience like ourselves, even though we are not so advanced, at least myself, I can see that even very neophyte stage, you know, in the beginning, the family members, the friends, and others are so much opposing to be, associated with the devotee, practice Krishna conscious. There's so much opposition is there, but by Krishna's mercy, many of us may have this experience that slowly, after some time, the family members also become a devotee, the friends and others. At least they don't oppose like in the beginning, for minimum. Even if they don't become a devotee, at least they understand this is something very genuine, something very nice. Person become very good character, nice person. So they appreciate at least that much. Even that appreciation, Srila Prabhupada says, is Agyata Sukriti. Even though they do not know what they are doing, but still they get benefited. So Krishna is everything is happening because Krishna's mercy. Especially in this Kali Yuga, he comes as a Kali Kale, Nama Rupa, Krishna Avatar, by his form of his holy name. He gives his causeless mercy to everyone, not only the human being, even other living entities, everyone. Like in Chaitanya Charitamrita, we see that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he himself given his causeless mercy to a dog. Sivananda sends the dog, got liberated. So similarly, whoever is hearing this chanting Hare Krishna, devotees when they go Harinam, when they chant Krishna's name, whoever is, maybe dogs in the street, cows, cats, and whatever the jiva, whatever the body may be, but when they hear the holy name, they get benefited. Is purify their heart. Is all out of causeless mercy of Krishna. This opportunity is given to them. So that one thing, and another thing is in this verse we can see that Krishna, taking care personally, his friends and other devotees, and devotee care. That is very important. That lesson we have to learn, that Krishna, he himself serves his devotees. And so this is, Krishna shows that how to get Krishna's mercy. That you serve his devotees, you get Krishna's mercy. Krishna personally is showing that. In this Leela, we see that Krishna is serving his devotees. And when he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to demonstrate what is bhakti, and he also showed that when Haridas Thakur was being very humble, and he felt at that time from the Muslim family, so I am very contaminated person. I am not, fit to enter to Jagannath temple, have a darshan of Lord. So he himself kept, away from the temple. But he was, just having darshan of chakra from the shikhar of the temple. But not only that, of course, even having darshan of chakra itself is same like having darshan of the Lord. But apart from that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself personally coming, who is Lord Jagannath himself, he comes every day, meet him and give him prasadam and spend time with him. discussing Krishna Katha for a long time, every day without missing. So he's taking care of his devotees. So Krishna always serving his devotees. We can see in many, many incidents. Just in few days, Rath Yatra is coming. Jagannath is very merciful, and Lord Jagannath also many times served his devotees. So just shortly one nice pastime, Jagannath pastime. There was a king who was ruling this Katak, the Orissa, that area. They were called Gajapati kings. So he was a very nice Vaishnava devotee, worshipping Jagannath. And then he had a son, and he wants to get married to his son, the prince from the Vijayanagara kingdom. So, and then, there was some exchange, and then the Vijayanagara king agreed, yes, I will give my daughter to marry to your son. And then, before marriage, there was a Rath Yatra festival. And then, Gajapati king invited Vijayanagara king, okay, you can come for the Jagannath festival. This is one of the biggest festival in our, country, so you can come. So they came, and they saw that Gajapati king is taking a broom in the front of Rath and sweeping the street. And the Vijayanagara king became upset. What is this? He is a king, he is Kshatriya, he is the ruler, but he is taking a broom and sweeping the street. And he just got upset and he left. And he doesn't want to give his daughter to, the Gajapati's son. So then he sent a letter, and they said, okay, you are, sweeping the street, and you are not so respectful person, and I don't like to, give my daughter to your son. And then he tried to explain, but he is not ready to hear this Vijayanagara king. Then he say, okay, if you really want my daughter, you act as a Kshatriya. You fight with me. If you win the fight, then, you can take my daughter. So that was the news. So, but this Gajapati king, he was not into, going around and fight, other kingdoms and, accumulating wealth and, expanding his kingdom. He was not so much interested because he is a devotee. He was completely into serving Lord Jagannath. So he did not have really army ready for fighting, because all army, the soldiers, they were all engaged in the service of Lord Jagannath. So now he has to put together all the army, and they have to practice, they have to get ready for it took some time. Then in the meantime, one day one incident happened that in between these two countries, there was on the border, there was one old lady was selling yogurt for the passenger people who travel on that pathway. They will stop and take some buttermilk or yogurt, whatever, to quench their thirst. So in that way she was selling, and then one day suddenly you see that two soldiers coming on the horse. One was white horse, one was black horse. And then two soldiers coming, and then they were, asking this lady, give some yogurt, they wanted to drink. And then She gave one pot and then they asked more, then they more. They took everything, whatever she had, all the yogurt, everything was emptied. And then when she asked for money, and they say, oh, we don't have money. And she was so upset. What is this? You took all the yogurt. Now I can't sell to anybody else also. Uh, so how can I, do my business? It's not good. She was very upset. Then one of the soldier given his necklace, which was looking very valuable thing, and you keep this. After some time, our king, we are belong to this Gajapati king's army. So our king will come with all army this side. After some time, when they come, you show this, then they will pay you whatever the money for your good. And then they left. Then they came to the Vijayanagara kingdom, and then there was a, when they enter, and then they were checking who are these, because some other soldiers are entering in their kingdom. And then they introduce themselves. We are coming from this Gajapati king's army, and we want to meet your king. And they say, no, you can't just go and meet like that. Then they say, no, we want. Then they insisted. Then they say, okay. Then in that way, this way, that way, then, they had a fight. They were challenging, okay, you fight with us. We heard that you don't want to give your daughter to marry to our prince. So, we came to fight. Then they say, okay, you are anyway looking not so big soldier, so big hero. So they sent some soldier, and one of these two soldier, and he just, show hand and some, look at him, and he burned into ashes. And they were thinking, oh, what is this? They, you are showing some magic instead of fighting. Yeah, because our king is, you think, is sweeping the street, so we are like this, what to do? No, you have to fight. So then they really sent some soldier, and they fought in few minutes, defeated by these two soldiers. And then the general, the Senapati of the army, he himself came, and they defeated. Then the king himself came, and all army was defeated by these two of them. Then the Vijayanagara king admitted, yes, we are defeated. So we agreed to give our daughter now, to marry to your king's son. So, and then they ask, okay, now write it down. I can't just go and verbally tell, my king may not believe my words. So you write it down. So wrote it down and signed as a Vijayanagara king. And then they took, and they came back to that lady who was selling yogurt, and they told her, you also keep this. When our king comes, you show to him first this, Then, so as they told, the Gajapati king prepared the army, was, coming towards Vijayanagara kingdom, and then the border, the old lady was there, and then lady was asking for, showing this letter from the Vijayanagara king to the Gajapati king. And then he was shocked. What is this? Who went there? Who fought? Who defeated them? And who are these people? He has no idea. Then he asked, what's going on? Who are these people? Who came? Who given you all this? Then she given this necklace, and then she told that this is what happened. The two soldiers came and they took all the yogurt, and then I asked for the money. They did not have money. They gave this, necklace. Then they went away. Then they came back again. They gave this letter. Then they told me to give first this letter. So I gave you. Now you are asking. I am telling you this is what's happened. Then he asked how they look like. So she said that they were, one was on white horse who was black but very beautiful, and another one was having a black horse but he was very white, very beautiful both of them, and they were looking like this. She describes. Then Kajapati king understood. Yes, this was exactly Krishna and Balaram. Jagannath and Baladev. So in that way, we see, like here, Krishna, he himself personally serving his, devotees, gopas, like that. There are many, many wonderful pastimes like that, particularly Jagannath has like this pastime. Everywhere you can see, even in Ranganath, in Sri Rangam, there is a related to this Tondaradi Podialvar, this is wonderful pastime also is there, like that. Personally, they come and serve to his devotees. Lord serves his devotees. So that means this is teaching us that how much is important serving Vaishnavas, serving Krishna's devotee. By that way, Krishna is so pleased, and that's the way how we can get Krishna's mercy by serving his devotees. So that is one of the very important thing, serving devotee. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took one of the important point from Sri Vaishnava, that serving a Vaishnava, and that very much Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also showed, serving his devotees, like serving to Haridas Thakur and other devotees. So this is very great opportunity, and Srila Prabhupada is very much also taught us that we care for devotees. And Srila Prabhupada himself was, many times you can see, we can hear when Prabhupada's disciples, when they narrate their, memories, and many times Prabhupada personally cares for his disciples. There was an incident that I think Giriraj Maharaj or someone else got a jaundice. He was sick, and then Prabhupada personally, he just prescribed the medicine, and he given also diet, what to eat, what not to eat, and every day he was following. Shrutakiti, so one of them. So like that, many incidents we can see Prabhupada, particularly when devotees become sick, when they have some health issue, and he serves, he takes care, and he see that devotees are comfortable. Like in Mayapur, there was before building this long building, there was not much facility there, but Prabhupada wanted to have, very big festival in Mayapur. Gaur Purnima, bring devotees from all over the world, from all the centers, and then he pushed so much, to complete that long building so that devotees can be accommodated there. And the devotee, I think, I don't remember who was narrating. Someone is narrating that sometime Prabhupada would come even in the night time, go around and see that whether everyone is accommodated nicely, and then take care of their needs. So I think Jayapataka Maharaj was in charge at that time, and he just pushed, and they really taken care, and Prabhupada was happy with that. So these two things, that Krishna's causeless mercy is really everything, whatever is happening here is Krishna's causeless mercy. Another thing is, to get that causeless mercy, Krishna himself is showing by serving Vaishnavas, by serving his devotees, we can get that mercy. Hare Krishna. So I stop here. Is there any question or comment? So it is already a little late. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Otherwise, Krishna doesn't reveal. Uh, Aham prakasa sarvasya yogamaya samavrita. Yeah, in 11th chapter Bhagavad Gita also he says, not by yajna, not by charity, not by studying Vedas, just simply by doing this mechanically, or even worship, he say. Prabhupada explained that just like mechanically somebody as a ritual just come and worship. You can't just understand Krishna in that way. Okay, Hare Krishna.